Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for One Piece chapter 998. When we last left our heroes, Sanji got distracted by his never-ending horniness, right into a trap set by Black Maria. And so he is now caught with Black Maria and her two subordinates. Meanwhile, Zoro, after noticing Kiku's arm falling from the hole in the roof, which I did not really call attention to last time, but that's what kind of motivated him to just stop playing Queen's game and just take out Apu, get the vial, give it to Chopper, and move on. He also destroyed Queen's Gatling gun that Queen was using to attack Chopper. And then Marco showed up, offering to fly Zoro to the roof so he could avoid all of the trouble it would take to get up there. Luffy is continuing on his way. He's now on the 4th floor of the Skull Dome. And Yamato, Momo, and Shinobu got out of the Skull Dome to the docks, where they realized that the rumbling we've been hearing all chapter was Kaido lifting Onigashima out of the water to fly it to the Flower Capital, which was kind of huge, kind of wild. So yeah, let's jump right on into chapter 998, Ancient Types. On our picture here is Enel, who we have not seen in a very, very long time. Enel kicking back and listening to music with a cat. There's also a little mouse up by the cat's head. Enel, I think, is still space pirating, last we saw him in canon, which is still just a really weird thing to have happened in One Piece. But anyway, we open with Onigashima in the sky. Huh? Onigashima is flying? And it's not falling? Kaido can do that? I think these are all the Beast Pirates members, but they might just also be part of our alliance. But I think the shoulder pauldrons kind of read them as Kaido's men. But also, what is Marco the Phoenix doing here? Whose side is he on? And we see, Marco shoots some flames at Chopper, and he screams, "Yeah, Chopper!" And Zoro, ever the big brother figure to Chopper, lashes out at Marco. Hey! We see Brook also get angry. And Zoro and Brook both swipe at Marco, who just jumps up to avoid them. And he asks Chopper, "Does it feel hot? Huh?" And Chopper, once his panic calms down, takes a moment to examine himself. "Strange. I'm burning, but I don't have burns. The fire is at just the right temperature to hold back the virus." And just then, two people show up. Dr. Chopper, and Chopper looks at them. "Oh, Miyagi, Tristan, two of the Minks, who I think we met before, but I don't remember. And just in case you don't remember them, we have their little subtitles there. Mink Dr. Miyagi, Mink Nurse Tristan. We're ready to produce more. This way, hurry. We want to help." And so Chopper says, "Great, I can actually focus on making medicine in the tower." And as they kind of go off into their little corner to go deal with that, a bunch more Oni come to attack them. Grah! "Oh no, a pack of Ice Oni! Run away, you two!" And Marco just looks at that. They'll all need it one way or another. "Phoenix Pyre Apple!" And he spreads his Phoenix flames all over the room, it looks like, or at least at this pack of Ice Oni. And they're kind of screaming out, "It burns!" I guess they haven't really heard that it doesn't really burn. It's more of an instant reaction. "It burns! It's actually not that hot!" I love the slow realization that, is he not actually in pain? I feel the chill melting away." And then we see Omasa, the other, were he and Hyokuro Yakuza bosses, I think? The other boss. "Where am I?" He's kind of come to consciousness again. "Boss Omasa's conscious again. Oh." And then Marco turns to Chopper. "There, I've got their body heat back up, like you said. But if they run out of stamina, they'll turn right back into those monsters." "Thanks." And then he turns back to Miyagi. "Are you alright, Miyagi?" We see Queen watching all this, fuming. "Marco, what does he think he's doing here? You stay out of this." "Hey, steal those antibodies back on the double." This is Queen back to the Beast Pirate Men. "You know the enemy isn't going to bother saving you." Oh, You think so? I mean, big words, Queen, given that you were the ones that poisoned them in the first place. But anyway, Chopper says to Marco, "Thank you. I can use this moment of respite to produce a bunch of antibodies." And we see, I think he's actively running in that panel. But it's not entirely sure. But Marco responds, "All right, I think I've got a handle on the situation here. Hey, Roronoa, I'll fly you up to the roof if you want." So yeah, we're kind of back where we were at the end of last chapter. "You guys aren't meant to be slumming it against these no-names, yeah?" And Brook, ever the sweetheart, "But we need to help Chopper." And then Boskyo, and I think that's Omasa, now fully healed, I think? Or it might just be another samurai. But Hyogoro tells them, "Don't worry, Skeleton. We'll keep your raccoon dog friends safe." And then Brook yells out, "Thanks, you guys." And then we see Apu, who is still alive, still conscious, like staggering up. "Wait up. You're not going anywhere. Please. Apu?" And then one of our guys yells, "Shut the door." And we see Apu as he's like jumping towards Chopper. "Give back those antibodies. My life is over if I don't get them back." And Brook ready to fight. He's a tough one. And then we see a dinosaur head as its ex-Drake, who, while Apu is jumping, snaps him up in his jaw. And we see his little title there: former Tobi Roppo, ex-Drake, Dragon Fruit, Ancient Type Allosaurus model. Ancient Type is also the chapter title. Those Ancient Types plural. So, like, for a second there, I was like, maybe the chapter is going to be very Drake-focused from here on out. But maybe it's going to be also focused on everyone, or on a bunch of different Ancient Types, which I think, don't Ulti and Page 1 also have Ancient Type fruits, if I'm not mistaken? Which could be like a Tobi Roppo battle, is what we're headed towards next. But Apu then, I guess Drake. Before that, one of the Beast Pirates says, "Drake? So is he on the enemy side?" And then Drake, I guess, spits out Apu. He does not kill him. Maybe because this is One Piece and no one really dies in One Piece unless you're Ace, or you're in a flashback. And Drake says to Zoro, "If you're capable of seeing me as a true ally, then go and leave this to me." And Zoro tells him, smiling, "Well, at least you've got a talent for picking the winning horse." And so yeah, with that we head out back to the 4th floor, where Jinbe and Luffy all are. And Jinbe tells Luffy, "Perhaps Sanji sent a powerful foe, and is keeping them down on the 3rd floor off our back." And then Luffy responds, "Oh, okay. I still got a lot to learn about color of observation." I mean, yeah, sure. That's one way of putting it. Sure. Yeah, it's his hockey that did that. Anyway, we see that the two of them are surrounded by Beast Pirate members. And Jinbei says, "Seems the same is true for this floor. We need one of us to stay here. I'll make sure there's an opening. Keep going, Luffy." And then we check in on the Right Brain Tower central hallway, where Franky is still fighting Sasaki, as I recall. "General Launcher!" And he shoots a bunch of rockets towards Sasaki and his men. We hear their screams and their grunts as they're attacked by Franky. And Sasaki responds, "That's enough, boys. Make way." Huh? And then I'm trying to see what's going on here. This might be the plural Ancient Types of the title, because we see something that might be a dinosaur kind of headbutt the General Franky is the name of the robot, I think. And he kind of does this like spin backwards. Yeah, there it is. A Triceratops. Tobi Roppo Sasaki, Dragon Fruit, Ancient Type Triceratops model. Which fits the kind of defensive theme that Sasaki has. Wasn't it like a defense division were his men's name, or armored division or something like that? And Sasaki tells him, "I've had enough of you." "Yeah, Master Sasaki, get him for us. You can't do any damage now, robot." And Franky tells him, "So you were a dinosaur. Give up. I'm the most powerful kind of animal that ever existed." And then we move on to the third floor, which means this chapter, it seemed like it might have been a focus chapter at the beginning. At this point, it's very much turning into an overview chapter, but much better than the average overview chapter. Anyway, so we're on the banquet hall, third floor, where Sanji is with Black Maria. He's getting away. He's not. There's no escape. And two of Black Maria's henchmen are like chasing after him. "Hey, wait for us! Don't run away!" And we see Sanji is still bound. His arms are. Which, implies that Black Maria doesn't know too much about Sanji. Because if she did, she would not leave Sanji's, fighting limbs unbound. If she had bound Sanji's legs but not his arms, he'd be kind of fucked. But, that's not what most people would think. So I imagine that misconception is going to help Sanji out here. And then the two women chasing after him, "Not so fast. Why are you running?" We see he, crawls over a ledge or something. Oof. And then he sees something. Huh? And we see Black Maria in her what the fuck form. And she tells him, "I thought you said you loved me. He. Stay here forever, darling. I'll keep you as a pet. Spider fruit, ancient type, Rosa Miguel Grauvogli. It's a giant fuck-all spider. It's upside down on the roof, because spiders can do that, coupled with Black Maria's already, giant status. It's fucking creepy. And honestly, this chapter is doing more to hype up the Tobi Roppo than anything else in this arc beforehand. But Sanji's still crawling, or kind of shimmying. He's on the ground. He doesn't have the use of his arms. "I've got to get out of here, but no matter which way I look, women. Oh boy, women!" And they're all laughing as they're closing in on him. "Women. What is this place? Heaven?" And one of the henchmen, "There's something wrong with this guy." And now we're on the big cat cafe on the fourth floor, back in with Jinbe, and we see who's who. In his devil fruit form, with the cat fruit ancient type Saber-Toothed Tiger model. Okay, and who's this giant Saber-Toothed Tiger? With a bunch of his cat henchmen, all look down at Jinbe. "Well, great. Straw Hat's gone on, and he's sure to bother Kaido now. Would you stop picking on my subordinates? Have a little pride, former warlord of the sea." And Jinbe counters, "I prefer my more prestigious title. Helmsman of the Straw Hat Crew." What a king. What a king Jinbe is. We truly do not deserve him in any way, shape, or form. And who's who responds, "Oh, pardon me, I only thought of that because I saw you once when you were a warlord. But that doesn't matter." And that kind of makes Jinbe question. And then he says, "Maybe if I see your face, I'll recognize you." And who's who laughs, "Heh, too bad you'll never see it." And our last two members of the Tobi Roppo, Ulti in page 1. Now, I think this might be the first time you've seen Ulti's Zoan form in its full glory. Dragon fruit, ancient type, Pachycephalosaurus model is Ulti. And page 1 has the dragon fruit, ancient type, Spinosaurus model. And we saw page 1 once in the Flower Capital, if I'm not mistaken. But it's been a long while since that happened, so I'm not entirely, so I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure we have. Anyway, we're outside the Onigashima Dome. Two dinosaurs! They're enemies! Tobi Roppo! So yeah, they've come along to a bunch of our guys, and page 1 looks around. Where did they go? Obviously still looking for Usopp, Nami, and Tama. And Ulti angry. I'll split that woman's skull in two. And then we go inside the dome. Nobody will come in here. Oh, this is Momo, and I thought that we would see Nami and Usopp now to kind of pair off with Ulti in page 1. But no, this is Shinobu, Momo, and Yamato. And Yamato tells him, a statue of a dragon. In the past, it was placed to the entrance of the island. But my friend destroyed it, so he discarded the statue here. Friend? Yes. A man who came here years ago to kill my father. And we see Ace, a silhouette of Ace by Yamato, and we see the particular fade to black into a flashback as we see next chapter hits December 20th. Okay. So, this was a fun chapter. I will say, in many ways, it doesn't exactly... Once you get past the Drake scene, there's very little in the way of plot advancement. There's a good bit of advancement with Marco and him helping out, putting a stop to the virus, giving Chopper time to work up the antibodies. There's a good bit of development in those few pages. But after that, it's really just there to showcase, like, the rest of the chapter is just letting us see all the Tobi Roppo in their devil fruit form at their, like, full glory. We get Drake stopping Apu, which is continuing that same plot line, admittedly. Then we had a little bit of Jinbe, which is just setting up the later Jinbe scene. We see Sasaki go into his form, and right as Franky and Sasaki are about to square off, we move right along to Sanji being chased by Black Maria in her form. And right as Sanji is being too horny to live, we move right back to Jinbe as he sees who's who. They talk a little bit, and then Ulti and page 1 come in, and then we start an Ace flashback. So yeah, there's not really too much in the way of development here, and yet the chapter is too fun for me to be too upset about that. Despite the fact that's like my big gripe about a lot of the Onigashima raid, I'm hopeful here, because what I am hopeful for is a little bit of traditional shonen here. A lot of this chapter just like squaring off, especially we have Franky versus Sasaki, Sanji versus Black Maria, Jinbe versus Who's Who. Those are the three big setups we have. And the first two we've kind of like had in like the background, but they get like full page shit here. And hopefully we're not gonna pull a versus Conjuro and just skip it. For some strange reason. I don't know. I do, though, kind of want to talk about the chapter's decision, given what we see of the borders fading to black like a flashback. At the end of the chapter, I had seen the theory that chapter 1000 will start a Kaido flashback. A big, long flashback of what the fuck is up with Kaido, how he got where he is, kind of like any other villain flashback. But we seem to be starting a flashback here in 999, and it'd be weird to start a flashback and then immediately start a new flashback on the next page, next chapter, I mean. So I doubt that. Maybe this Ace flashback will be 2 chapters and we'll wrap up for 1000. But yeah, honestly, this chapter, it really is not a lot happening once you get past page, like, 7, but it's still really fun. It's, it's the most some of these Tobi Roppo guys have done in the entire series. Sasaki's just kind of been teased for a while. Same with Black Maria and Who's Who. And I hope that Oda really does give us some, like, I personally love me some traditional battle shonen, and I'm hoping that's what we get here. The raid is kind of steered away from that. I think One Piece kind of steered away from that in large part for a while now. But I hope Oda just gets to really indulge here. Just indulge me, please, Oda. It's all I want out of life. But yeah, it's just a fun chapter. It's a really fun chapter. It is just set up. That's the one strike against it. The last 2/3 are all just set up for things to come, but that things to come look exciting, and the setup is really good. So I don't have a whole lot to complain about. All of all of the ancient type forms look suitably intimidating, even the vaguely silly ones like Black Maria. But like Hamlet and the gang, this is not. And so I'm excited to see the Straw Hats face off against the Tobi Roppo, which is more than I've said about the Tobi Roppo ever. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!